Hello and welcome. You are watching the Avatar Sethi show, and I am Dr. Avatar Singh Sethi. With me is Neha. And in the last episode, we had talked about report writing. Now we will take you to the class where we'll be giving you some very good questions on report writing so that you can practice at home and score a good band. So, Neha, shall we go to the class now?
Yes, of course. So we will teaching you report writing, in which we will be covering all the topics, which all the graphs and the process, and how to write a good report. What should be your vocabulary? How to write an introduction, overview, how to read the graph, what should be your body para. So everything will be provided in the class to you. Today we are going to talk about our first task in academic, which is report writing. The duration of the test is 20 minutes and the word count is 150 to 180 words. Make sure that you shouldn't write less than 150 and 180. What is academic task 1 consist of? It consists of an infographic. What is an infographic? Infographics in IELTS are of 5 types you will get in your exam. First is your bar chart. Second is your pie chart, line graph, process, diagram. This is your infographics look like. This is a bar chart. You will be presented with some parameters on the y-axis and the x-axis. And you need to read these rubrics very carefully. This is a pie chart. Sometimes they gives you two graphs as well, a pie chart and a bar chart combination, or a process in which you are describing or you have to describe a process. So this is what is the infographics looks like, followed by a question. Now you need to write what you are seeing from this part. You need to interpret it very carefully. How to write a report? Now every question of your report writing consists of 3 points. The first question is a brief description of the graphics. What is the graph is about? The second is that they're followed by an instructions about the word count, the time limit, and what you need to add it in your graphs. The third step is the chart, graph, and the table will be given to you. After analyzing your graph, after reading your question and looking for these 3 points, your first another step would be to analyze your question. What does the analyzation of question mean? See what is given in your graph. What are the main features of the graph? Note down these main features with you on a rough sheet. Comparison of the main features is very important. So write down these points wherever you see the main features, like the what is there on the x-axis, y-axis, what is the graph highlighting you about, what is the parameters that you need to represent. Then write about these features in a separate space with you. And then you need to compare the feature wherever the comparison, the highest point, the lowest point, you need to compare. After analyzing your question, there comes the next point. The students generally get confused how to identify the features. Every graph generally has 2 to 3 main features and 10. In like what is the trend is, what is the main feature is, see here. The information which is in the highest mark or which is the lowest one is regarded as a main feature. Then look for the time periods, measurements, trends, similarities, dissimilarities between the figures or within the figure. We have to very carefully find these informations by only looking at the graph. Remember that you do not have to write any information outside the graph. You just be interrupting what is given to you in the graph. उसी में से you will have to write कि क्या है इसका main feature, कि what is the highest point, what is the lowest point, कहाँ पर ग्राफ कंट्रास्ट दिखा रहा है, कहाँ पर ग्राफ का कौन सा टाइम पीरियड के बारे में बात हो रही है. That is very important. Now when you are writing a report, you should always remember that report writing has 4 steps. The very first steps comes as an introduction. You will write an introduction about your question. You will introduce your topic to your examiner. Then the second step is your overview. Overview is what is the graph, what is the bird eye view. क्या ऐसा है जो आपकी अटेंशन को ग्रैब कर रहा है इस ग्राफ के अंदर? दैट इज एन ओवरव्यू. देन यू नीड टू राइट इन टू बॉडी पैरा. इसको हम बोलते हैं बॉडी पैरा 1 एंड बॉडी पैरा 2. This is very important. So every report writing has 4 steps. First is an introduction, second is an overview, third is a body para 1, fourth is a body para 2. So you should make sure that you shouldn't write your report like not in lot of words or not in outside the structure. It should not be outside the structure. It should be within the structure. Now the question is how to score a good band. The very important thing that you will keep it into your mind that you have to address all the parts of the task and you need to present a very clear position. All the parts of the task means that it should have an introduction, it must have an overview. उनके बॉडी पैराग्राफ्स में जो जो आपके मेन फीचर्स हैं वो बहुत अच्छे से हाईलाइट. यूज द वर्ड विद फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी. हर एक वर्ड को डिफरेंट डिफरेंट वोकैबुलरी, यहाँ पर हमें वोकैबुलरी का स्कोर लेना. What are the vocabulary words that you can write? Like अगर आपको कुछ increasing नजर आ रहा है तो you can write that it is sharply increasing, decreasing factor. Yeah. Always describe your figures within adjectives. So it is stable at. In this way you can get a higher marks because we don't have a lot of vocabulary words to describe this. But yes, these adverbs and adjectives will help you to get a good score. Use a good range of structures. IELTS के अंदर you need to write the good grammar structures, like the complex structures in your sentence, if you really want to score a good band, and the compound structures should be included. Then the good cohesive devices like furthermore, moreover. The cohesive devices are nothing but that your one idea is flowing into the another idea. You are clearly mentioning that this is your first point and this is your second point and your ideas are very connected. So these are the 4. If you keep all these things into your mind, you will be able to write a very good report.
So, friends, we have given you various topics, various questions on report writing, and you will find these in the description box below, the PDF files on this, and you please look into that. And if you have not subscribed my channel, the Avatar Sethi Show, please do press the bell icon also. And if you have liked the show, please like the show and share it with your friends. And we'll see you in the next episode of IELTS Without Tears. Thank you.